I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
The greatest band in the history of the world. If you don't agree, then you are wrong. Good morning and welcome to Central Park. It is a beautiful day here in New York City. We are going to take a relaxing walk around the park today. Look at this view. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. Currently standing on Bow Bridge. And if you are wondering what is the name of this lake, they were very, very creative. This is called The Lake. Amazing. I hope everybody is having a great day out there. So yes, it is a beautiful day. Right now, it is 10 a.m. and later today it's going to be 90 degrees. But tomorrow is going to be 95, so we have that to look forward to. But I am so excited to be in New York City. If this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, then hit the subscribe because there's so many videos coming from New York City. Look at all these turtles. Why is the water so green? So there have been hundreds, probably thousands of movies filmed here in Central Park. This is the Bethesda Fountain. And do you know which movie was filmed here? Maybe if I stand over this way, you'll recognize it. So there is that fountain. By the way, this whole area is absolutely beautiful. I'm sure a lot of people come here just to see the filming location for the movie, but it is beautiful in its own right. So the character from the movie, he ran from the fountain right through this archway. He was running away from the sticky bandits, and that was, of course, Home Alone. Home Alone was filmed here. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, was filmed right here, and Kevin McAllister ran right through this archway. And if we go through the archway, this is so cool. Look at this ceiling. Looks like a Roman bath or something. Amazing. Yeah, so Kevin McAllister, he ran right through here, running away from the sticky bandits. Okay, I found the clip. I have to show you this. Look. That's just outside there. And then we see Kevin. He's running through the archway. That's where I literally just walked. There's Kevin. I'm sitting right behind him. There's the fountain. I just walked up these big steps, and this is where Kevin would have been standing when they said action, and then he ran all the way down there through the archway to the fountain away from the sticky bandits. So this is called the arcade. I don't know if it was ever used for anything. Of course, there's a bridge that goes over the top and you can walk through the archway, so maybe that's it. But at the top of the stairs you'll find the Mall. Maybe it's true that a sunny day makes any place look beautiful. So that is the Central Park amphitheater. It would be so cool to come here and see an outdoor concert. But let's sit and relax a little bit and let's talk about London. There is a tiny connection between London and Central Park. London is a million miles away, but London also has a street called the Mall. If you go to London and you visit Buckingham Palace, you can walk from Buckingham Palace to Trafalgar Square. It's about 1 mile on a street called the Mall, and this street is called the Mall. So I just looked it up. Is there any relation? And no. They just happen to have the same name. But this is so nice. I love streets that are covered by the trees like this. Trees on both sides. Before we walk further down the Mall, I have to show you Beethoven. There he is. And there is a statue of a British guy in the park too. We're going to see him a little bit later. Can you guess who it is? You can buy some merchandise here. There's some little stools.
Fight through the rain with an occupied mind. For just a moment, the stars hung and shined just for him. Whoa, as a light there on the Arizona pavement.
Us Brits just get everywhere. William Shakespeare. Some of these kids got to get an education, man. There's a group of kids here, they're like, who's that guy? Someone said, Shakespeare. Said, who? Shakespeare. Who's that? Damn kids, damn kids. And then they finally realized who it was when someone said Romeo and Juliet. I will tell you a conspiracy theory about William Shakespeare. There are some people out there that don't believe that he actually existed. They think that it was a group of people that just signed the work as William Shakespeare. So some people don't believe that he actually existed. Here's a tip: if you have to cross the street, do not just walk straight out. They got some carriages, they got people running, they got bikes. These bikes go so fast, it is absolutely ridiculous, and they like shout at people to like move out the way. So I love running in Central Park. It's one of my favorite places in the whole world. I don't know what it is, it just kind of gives me a boost to run faster and to run further. So if I was going to break a world record of running, I would do it in Central Park, purely because of how it makes me feel. It's not really a good running track just because it's extremely hilly. You go up and down a lot if you do the big loop, and I ran here yesterday morning. It was so much fun. I absolutely loved it. I ran at 5 a.m. just because I don't know how people are running right now. It's so hot, but yeah, I came here at 5 a.m. and I ran in Central Park, and I love it so much. Like, Central Park is one of my favorite places in the whole world, like I just said. And in one of my previous New York videos, I said that for British people coming to New York, it's kind of the best way I could describe it is we only see things here that we've seen in the movies. So we see like yellow school buses, we see like NYPD, we see, you know, we see like Chick-fil-A, like places that we've only seen on TV. And some of the Americans that watch my videos, they couldn't understand what I was trying to say. And the best way I could describe it is when you go to London and you see Buckingham Palace, you see Tower Bridge, you see like the King's Guards, like you see these things that you've only seen on TV, you get excited about these things, right? That's what we get excited about when we come to New York City. And New York is one of those places where I just can't describe how it makes me feel being here. Like, it's one of my favorite places in the whole world, and I would never live here. Like, that's the biggest difference. Like, I love visiting here. I've been here maybe 3 or 4 times. This is the first time I've been here in the summer. I've only ever been here in the winter, and it's extremely different. Like, it's a different ball game. Like, it's extremely different to being in the winter and the summer, but I love it so much. But I would never ever live here. If you would like to see more videos from New York, then hit the subscribe, because I have so many videos planned. Like, my list keeps getting longer and longer and longer. And in the previous video, I asked for suggestions. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to see? And I got a long list of suggestions, so thank you so much for those. So daily videos are going to be returning in August. So every single day in August, I'm going to be uploading a video. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you have ever been to New York City, because I definitely got a mixed reaction when I said, hey Americans, what do you think of New York City? Because half the people were like, I avoid it, I don't want to go there, I've been there once and that's enough. Like, and then the other people are like, I love it, like it feels so American and it's really like authentic. And I mean, as authentic as you can get for an American city, just because United States of America, it's so new. Like, it is so new. You can go to London and you can literally see things like thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. You can't really do that here. So it's a new country. It's a very, very new country, and there's still history here, of course there is, but not like Europe, not like London, not like England. Like, it's just a different scale. Like, not better, not worse, it's just a completely different scale. But there is something very, very special about Central Park, and there's parks in London where I don't it's just a park to me. Like, I don't get a buzz about it at all. I think the only thing I can think of when I get excited in London is Tower Bridge. I absolutely love walking across Tower Bridge, and this year I did the London Marathon, and running across Tower Bridge was the absolute highlight of the London Marathon. Something I will never ever forget for my whole life. It was so cool. But just something special about Central Park, man. We're gonna see some more views later, but I love when you're in the park and you can see the skyscrapers outside the park, because you get this little green pocket of just peacefulness. I say this peacefulness and then you can hear a police car in the background, but so many people enjoying the park. I would guess 99% are tourists, because I've spoken to some New Yorkers and they're like, yeah, I don't go to Central Park. If I want to go to a park, then I go to one of the small ones, just because Central Park is extremely touristy, whatever. But yeah, I would say most of these people here are tourists, and that's okay. That's okay. Got to do this one day. Got to get a bike. Let's keep walking. So some of my New Yorker friends, I said, what should I do in Central Park? Like, is there actually anything to do, or do you just go and see stuff? And they said, do not, highly recommend, do not take a horse and carriage ride. They said, absolutely not worth it. It's a waste of time, waste of money, too expensive. So I'm not going to do that. Also, if you didn't know, Central Park is absolutely massive. I think today we're going to see like less than 10% of it. Definitely less than 10. It's so big. Check this out. I've got my own secret spot up here. Look at this. It's like a treehouse. So cool. I am not going to tell you where this is. You have to find it yourself. It's a secret. And also, if you live here, please let me know so I can go up there and I can see the view of Central Park from up there. Who lives up there? Oh my gosh. Every major city needs parks like this, because there are a billion people out there. It's so loud, it's so crowded, and then you have a little spot to get away from the craziness. I absolutely love this. I think I found my new chill spot whenever I come to Central Park. Look at that. There is the secret treehouse. I was sitting up there for 30 minutes. Not a single person came up there. It was so magical. Anyway, let's keep walking.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I'm...
Let's see how much is... One second.
I'm going to show you one thing just outside the park, but we're going to see this view one last time. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful. All right, just before we leave the park, look at all these horse and carriages. So I just spoke to one of the drivers over there, and I asked him, how long is one ride? And he said 45 minutes. And I said, how much does it cost? I want you to guess. Get a number in your mind. Central Park, New York City, 45 minutes. How much does a horse and carriage ride cost? $140 US. Absolutely outrageous. How can they justify that? $140 for 45 minutes. Crazy world we live in. Crazy. I'm leaving Central Park now, but of course I will be back, because there is so much more to see. We didn't even scratch the surface. Today we have one more cool thing to see. One more thing that I was told that I'm going to tell you is You see these food and drink carts here, you're gonna see them pretty much every single street has them, but if they do not display the prices, then don't trust them. They're gonna charge you whatever they think if you're a local, if you're a tourist, if you speak the same language as them. So if there's no prices, then go somewhere else. I'll give you a perfect example. So these two, they're both selling hot dogs. This one does not display prices, but this one does. So I would recommend going to this one. And as you can see, there's a long line there, but here there's no one. Look at that Cybertruck.
You and the night and the music thrill me, but will we be home after the night and the music are done?
And one of the last things I'm going to show you in this video is that, look at that, that is a Louis Vuitton store. Whose idea was that? Oh my gosh. And that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this peaceful walk around Central Park. Hit subscribe if you want to see more of New York City. See you next time. Goodbye.